Hey guys, I'm Coven, and you're watching Lynnlife. Make sure to subscribe and join the family. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So last week I only posted one video and I took the rest of the week off just to have a nice Thanksgiving week where I didn't have a lot to do and just relax and have fun and, enjoy that time off. So I'm back this week with a few videos. Stay tuned. I've got a lot going on. I've got a lot of free time this week actually, so I should have some really good videos coming out. But today we have dolls I will never buy. Now, as soon as I thought of this video idea a few days ago, I knew I had to make it, and basically, disclaimer before all of this isn't necessarily dolls that I hate. It's not saying that like, oh, these are terrible dolls no one should buy. It's just dolls I personally don't ever see myself adding to my collection, but that's not to say that you shouldn't like those dolls if you have them, and some of them are for various reasons, like they're just expensive or I just don't really see them fitting in with my collection. But that being said, even if I don't like your doll, I'm a random internet stranger and it really shouldn't bother you all that much if I do or don't like your doll. So that being said, let's get right into the video. So the very first doll I don't see myself ever buying is Sonali. Now, if your first reaction to hearing that is why on earth don't you want Sonali? She's the most sought after doll ever. That's exactly why I don't want her. In an ideal world, I'd have a Sonali. I think she's adorable, I think she's beautiful and super cute, but at the same time, I'm not going to spend $400 on a Sonali doll, and if I did get a Sonali somehow, I'd probably end up selling her because I have more use for $400 than I do for a Sonali doll. But that being said, she's ridiculously cute and she's popular for a reason, so, it's just, I'm being realistic here. And sadly, that includes me not ever having a Sonali. Next up, we have an entire category of dolls, because why not? So, if you guys are familiar with my channel, you'll know that I have never been a fan of the new Truly Me dolls with the colored hair, and I stand by that. I don't plan on ever buying one. I'm not a fan. I don't want one. I'm just being honest here. I know people like them, and that's totally fine. It's totally your opinion and your taste, but personally, I'm not a fan. I really like the more natural looking dolls, and you'll see that throughout my collection. I feel like the dolls with colored hair are kind of aiming towards a younger audience that I am just not a part of, and also it very much reminds me of like Barbie and Bratz and that kind of thing, and I've never really been into those things, so I'm not a fan of the dolls with colored hair. And that moves into also the new Nutcracker Fairy Princess doll they released for $250 for Christmas. I don't want her either. I have no interest. I'm not a huge fan of the sparkles on her eye, and she's basically just a, resell of a doll they already sell. So it's just not for me. But that being said, I know it is for other people, and I have no problem with that, and you shouldn't have a problem with me not liking her. So there you go. So next up we have two dolls. This is Courtney and Mary Ellen. Now, I am fully aware that they are not the same doll, and I get that, and I know that now that a lot more has come out and I've been able to be closer to both dolls. I understand they're not the same doll. That being said, I do not plan on ever having both of them. I may get one of them. I don't have either one at this point, but they're both classic mold historical dolls with kind of a very similar vibe, and I'm just not really somebody that needs even one more of those, let alone two, so I'm not saying that I'll never get either one, but I'm definitely not going to get both. So we'll see which one kind of wins out in the end, or if I just decide that I don't need either one of the new classic mold dolls, because I probably don't. Alright, so this next one's probably going to make at least some of you guys happy. So, in case you're wondering, I am not in the competition or the running in the hunt for Truly Me number 4, or Just Like You number 4. The reason being that I am a huge perfectionist, and when I have a doll, I definitely want her to be perfection, and the doll hospital no longer has any number 4's heads, so I have no interest in getting a number 4 unless I can get one brand new, which I am not spending that much money, so I have no desire for a number 4. Now, if they re-release the doll, I'll definitely be in line to get one because I desperately want one. However, I'm not fighting for one. I'm not going to spend $300 for a doll that's pretty much destroyed anyway, and quite honestly, I don't know. I just haven't really had that much of an interest, but I do hope they reuse the mold in the future because I'd love to have that face mold. I think it's adorable. But again, it's just a money thing, and it can't be helped. Next up, we have yet another category, and this category is all of the Truly Me boy dolls. Now, first, before we get into this, I just wanted to say I actually really enjoyed the concept of them starting to do boy dolls, because for the longest time people on AGIG have been making custom boy dolls because they didn't sell them and using them for stop motions and stuff, and that's been really cool. However, while I liked Logan, and I know there was a lot of controversy behind him and the whole Kaya mold and stuff, while I did like him, I didn't like him enough to buy him. I don't really have any interest in boy dolls, but while I did like him, I do not like the new Truly Me boy dolls. There's just something off off about them. Something I think about their mouth, or maybe, I don't know, just something about them in general. It just doesn't look right. They look cheap. They don't look right. They kind of creep me out. Not like, you know, oh my god, they're so creepy, but more like, something's off about that. I'm not a fan. I wouldn't spend $100 on that doll, and if you have, obviously, if you like the doll, great. It's just not my kind of cup of tea, and I'm hoping that someday I will see some improvements in the boy line, because I do think it's important for boys to have the opportunity to get dolls as high quality as American Girl dolls. However, it's just not there yet, in my opinion. But we'll see if they continue to kind of push along, or if they continue to push these dolls, which I can't say that I enjoy. Next up, we are going to be talking about Bitty Babies. Now, I do actually own a Bitty Baby, so I can't technically say that I'll never buy one because I have one. However, I have had a couple of experiences with Bitty Babies in the past where I've had a couple to fix up or just sell later, and every Bitty Baby I've ever had my hands on has had a lot of issues with the paint on the back of their head. So if you guys didn't know, Bitty Babies don't have hair, they have paint on the back of their head, and it does wear off. And every doll I've ever seen in person that wasn't brand new had some bald spots on the back of their head, which I'm not a fan of, and I just can't really get past that. While I'm never going to part with my Bitty Baby because I do love my Bitty Baby, and it was a doll that I got a long time ago, I don't plan on ever getting any more. As far as this next category, every time I tend to bring this up in any of my videos, I do get people asking me like deeper questions. Why don't you like them? Like, what's the problem? Like, I have them, I like them, why do you go after them? And just saying, first and foremost, I don't have an issue with WellieWishers necessarily. I do think they're a great option for a very specific audience, or just people in general who just in general enjoy dolls. However, I will never have a WellieWisher. I have no interest in them at all. Quite honestly, they're just not anything that I would ever take a second look at. And honestly, it's just because my entire life, I have only ever been drawn to American Girl dolls. I was never that kid that had a million different kinds of dolls and AGIG was just my favorite. I legitimately had no interest in anything else other than them. So if you guys would see, it's crazy. In my house, I have nothing other than American Girl dolls and like other hobby stuff, but nothing doll related at all other than them. It's just how I've always been, and so I don't feel like a connection to WellieWishers. They don't seem like American Girl, so I don't understand why they're part of the American Girl brand. That being said, you know, everyone has their own opinion. I get some people like Barbies, Bratz, WellieWishers, the Bitty Babies. I like Bitty Twins. I know that's not really part of this, but I do like Bitty Twins. But anyway, I just feel like WellieWishers, they just don't fit, and it's just, I'm only a fan of American Girl. So now that we've covered that, what can you guys expect from me in the next week and coming weeks? And basically, I'm getting in the holiday spirit, as I'm sure a lot of you guys are too. I'm getting really excited about Christmas and like exciting things happening. So my next video I put out is going to be called my holiday gift guide. And essentially what it's going to be is I'm going to be talking about all of the, not only dolls that I currently have, but all of this stuff, doll related as well, that's still available through the American Girl website that I think you guys might enjoy. Also things that I'm looking into, not only just for Christmas, but also just later on, and just things I've had my eye on that I think you guys would really enjoy. Hopefully that'll help you guys out, whether you are someone trying to make your list and trying to find things that you're interested in, that you want to hear if it's worth it, or if I'm interested, whatever. And then also if you happen to be someone who's looking to gift someone that loves American Girl dolls some stuff, hopefully it'll be a little nice helpful guide for you guys to figure out what you want to get. So I hope that you guys get something out of that one coming later this week. So today's question I am doing anonymously from a DM that I got on Instagram, which is, are you going to be doing a Christmas stop motion? The answer is not a chance. I apologize, but no, I'm not a stop motion person. I thought maybe I could be, but I should have known better because my patience is at a -12. But that being said, I am glad that you guys enjoyed my Halloween stop motion, and it made me really happy to hear that. But at the same time, sorry, no amount of I loved it will make me want to do another one. But that's it for stop motions. But I do have a lot of fun Christmas videos that I want to do. If you guys have any suggestions or ideas for fun Christmas videos you want to see from me, please let me know in the comments down below, because you know, December is a long month. December's got a lot of potential, and I want to make sure that I'm living up to that potential for my very first Christmas on AGTube. And lastly, just a few days ago, I actually just hit 6 official months on AGTube as far as like constantly uploading videos, and that's crazy. So I want to thank you guys for coming along on the journey with me. But that is all I have for you today, so I will see you guys all in the next one. Bye guys!